Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Deploying.
Boss, your objective is to steal an entire truck from a PF convoy. We don't have a fix on the truck we want, but the intel team has spotted the unit that's been tasked with escorting it. They're stationed at the guard post to the north of Nova Braga Airport on the Savannah. The rendezvous with our target will be any time now. Start by heading to that guard post. Then follow the escort unit. It should lead you right to the target truck. Boss, extract them from the mission area. You can check the target details on your iDroid.
Be careful down there, boss.
You have arrived.
You've reached the guard post. Where's the escort unit?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Isn't there? We must be too late. Is there anything there that might lead us to the target? Look everywhere in the guard post.
You
found an intel file.
The map has been updated.
Perfect, boss.
Intel
it's the escort plan for the transport truck. I'm putting the escort unit's predicted route on your iDroid. Get after them. They should rendezvous with the target soon.
Marker placed. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Marker removed.
Good boy, good boy.
Strike requested. Strike will commence shortly. Please specify a project. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched.
That soldier, he isn't with the CFA. What could be so important that it would require 2 major PFs to guard it?
Speak.
Shift here, shift here!
fuera.
CST is begrepen. Onderzoek die area. Maar blijf op de hoogte. Hey.
Fire! Skeet!
Spit it out.
Positie genoeg van elkaar zien. Jij zoekt je every onder. Uit.
Outpost captured. Caution, rain approaching.
Spit it out. Spit it out. Where are the others? Where are the others? Don't move. The map has been updated.
replaced. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Marker removed. Enemy presence detected.
Er is hier weer, begrepen. Alles geht sneller, er is hier. Vijandige aanval in actie. Allieerden, alle woorden voor gevecht.
Mission info has been updated. The map has been updated. Enemy equipment detected. The map has been updated. Enemy equipment detected. The map has been updated.
HK, dat is hier. Wat weet ik veel aangetrekt van contact verloren naar kruisvuur. Vijand kan nog iemand daarmee wegkomen. Adresseer waakzaam mee. HK, dat is hier, kom er. HK, kom er. HK, dat is hier. HK, hier.
The enemy's on.
Weather will clear shortly.
The skulls. If these bastards are pulling guard duty, that proves the cargo is headed to Cypher. out. Now you just have to extract the target. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated. Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
Support helicopter
This is P-Quad.
requested.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
You're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Exfiltrated
That's
hot
it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional. truck you recovered. There were two primary types of cargo. First, drums of malachite, a copper ore. That took up most of the truck bed. But malachite isn't valuable enough to warrant an escort. The real cargo was likely the second item, a shielding container. The contents, yellow cake. That's right, the raw material for a nuclear weapon. That might point to the weapon to surpass Metal Gear Emmerich told us about. But who can say? Thing is, there isn't a lot of it. Not enough to make a nuclear warhead. Give us some time. We'll look into it. Try to figure out why they had this under such close guard.
Side ops list updated.
Boss, this is an emergency. We had two intel team agents undercover at the PF, Contract Forces of Africa. The CFA have captured them both. They don't have long to live. You've got to get them out of there ASAP. This means Cypher might be getting wind of our existence. We may need to move more cautiously from now on. I just hope this incident has nothing to do with them. I've added the details to your mission list. Don't let them down, boss.
Boss, I have the report on that cargo we stole from Cypher's truck. The PF was transporting two things. The analysis of that malachite has come back first. Naturally, the main compound is copper. There's also a small amount of cobalt. Nothing unusual so far. Southern Zaire is a well-known copper belt. However, in addition to these, we also detected a trace amount of uranium. The content percentage, though, is too low for nuclear development. It most likely came from Shinkalobwe mine. That's where the uranium in that area comes from. The mine's closed. There's all the hype.
Deploying. Marker placed. Caution.
Beyond there is outside the mission area.
Caution. You are about to leave the mission area. has been updated. Strike requested. Strike will commence shortly. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Weather will clear shortly.
8.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
It's you, boss. Allow me to serve under you.
One of the guys out on a mission at the time. He's fallen a long way from the glory days. But will he come back to us?
Drop completed.
Bring him home, boss.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone defined.
Roger.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Support helicopter requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
I have the report on that cargo we stole from Cypher's truck. The PF was transporting two things. The analysis of that malachite has come back first. Naturally, the main compound is copper. There's also a small amount of cobalt. Nothing unusual so far. Southern Zaire is a well-known copper belt. However, in addition to these, we also detected a trace amount of uranium. The content percentage, though, is too low for nuclear development. It most likely came from Shinkalobwe mine. That's where the uranium in that area comes from. The mine's closed. There's all the high pure...
Deploying.
Intel team members are being held captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live.
Detected.
It appears that one of our two men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's the last we heard from him. Your map is marked with a predicted field of movement based on where his transmissions cut off. The other man is still captive inside the encampment. Boss, rescue our men. Extract them both and get them back to Mother Base.
Be careful down there, boss.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Already has troops spread out in a manhunt to find him.
The
Keep your eyes open.
Updated.
Extract our man before their search team can find him. Check his location on your iDroid.
Enemy presence detected. The map
You've reached the target's predicted field of movement. If he's gone to ground, he'll have hidden himself somewhere in that area. Find him.
sun will rise momentarily. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Now, rescue the other target. Head for Kaziba camp.
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected.
Boss, our man you extracted gave us all the intel he could. Now we know exactly where our other agent is being held captive. And he brought back intel on the CFA. Guy deserves a raise.
You have
Check it on your iDroid. Kaziba camp, an enemy outpost. It's got good visibility and not many places to hide. Use the landscape wherever possible.
The map has been updated.
Alles gespannen, das sind wir. Alle hierher, naar Advanced-positie. Herhaal. Alle hierher, naar Advanced-positie.
Contact! Outbeat!
CP, dit kan niet eens. Wat is hier?
You have arrived at your destination.
CP, het zullen we in. Ons is onder heel geschooid. Stuur versterking. Voor! De CP begrijpt. Alles gespannen. Er lijkt beschikbare mannenkracht in de luchtzeer. Uit!
We're better off extracting the wound.
The map has been updated.
That's him. That's the target. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper.
They kept saying the disease was her fault. Just shouting it at me.
Please select landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
Kept saying anything.
Support helicopter requested.
Poor bastards. We'll lead you all dry for this.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. CP, dit Delta Nega. This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Cover fire. In hot. Target acquired. In hot. In hot. Watch out, boss.
Caution, rain approaching.
This is Pequod. No targets remaining. Ending. This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Confirmed extraction of both targets. Boss, on behalf of all the Diamond Dogs, thank you.
Departing.
Flawless work. You never cease to amaze, boss.
Extraction arrived at Metabase.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh? Boss, one of the job offers we received concerns me. There's a PF commander who's been talking big about getting into the nuclear arms trade. This could be connected to that yellow cake. And there's another contract I'd like you to handle. It's a wet job, but we need to divert Cypher's attention.
Updated.
Check the mission list for the details.
Mission list update.
Boss,
Clouds
sorry to keep you
approaching.
waiting. We finally finished analyzing that yellow cake Cypher was moving. There was nothing unusual about the composition of the yellow cake itself. Most of it was oxidized uranium, with the rest being impurities, various metals as well as traces of organic matter. What's interesting is the composition of these impurities. When we checked them against the impurities found in the copper ore, it was clear the yellow cake didn't come from Shinkolobwe, meaning they went to the trouble of mining two sources of uranium, then transported them together in different states. Another thing, we detected a very thin layer of highly enriched uranium in the middle of the yellow cake. Now that is very interesting. It may not be a lot, but it points to the existence of uranium-enriching technology. After all, yellow cake can't naturally produce highly enriched uranium. If they could mass produce this, they'd be just one step away from a gun barrel type nuclear bomb. But uranium enrichment requires advanced technology and a large-scale facility. If that kind of place existed in Zaire, the Soviet Union wouldn't sit idly by. And there's another question. Where were they transporting the yellow cake and malachite uranium? The first place that comes to mind is South Africa. The government was supposed to have abandoned nuclear weapons development after caving to international pressure. But rumors persist that it's continued in secret. Plus, CRS were escorting the truck, and they're based out of South Africa. And then South Africa does have an abandoned test site. If Cypher's involved with nuclear development in South Africa. But how would that fit with their weapon to surpass Metal Gear? We need more information.
Shinkolobwe. There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
The U.S. bought a lot of uranium from Shinkolobwe mine during World War II for the Manhattan Project. They even sent a squad from the Army Corps of Engineers to reopen the mine after it was flooded. That's how good its uranium must have been. With that, the world's first nuclear test was a success. Shinkolobwe uranium might have been used in the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs too. Just hearing its name is like seeing all the phantoms of the war rise up to haunt us. But all the uranium's dried up, and the mine's been closed for years.
So someone reopened it.
Right. Zero-risk security seized control of the area and were forcing locals to work in it. And the Zairean government was getting a slice of what they took in exchange for looking the other way. Mobutu has to finance his tastes somehow. He'll gladly sell the rights to some old mine. The question is, why would zero-risk security do this kind of thing?
Or rather, why were their employers, Cypher, interested in an abandoned mine? They'd be getting trace amounts of uranium, yet to the naked eye it appears to be ordinary malachite, meaning security would be lax. Not a very efficient way of obtaining it, but easier to move.
But how would they enrich it at its destination?
Did the yellow cake really have a layer of highly enriched uranium in it?
Having trouble believing it?
No. If they say it's real, then it's real. In which case, they might have some enrichment method that we don't know about.
And this was to test it out.
It's possible. And that would mean it's almost complete.
Zero-risk security aren't as hardcore a military outfit compared to the other two PFs in this region. The company sends operators to conflict regions around the world, not just Africa. They have decades of combined experience. They're also based out of South Africa. Their headquarters is in Johannesburg. A lot of their work involves corporate security for South African companies, but a good number of their operators are retired South African military. So don't mistake them for a bunch of security guards. Rogue Coyote operates mainly out of Africa these days. Of the 3 PFs, they're the smallest. However, they scooped up most of the Rhodesian SAS after the country collapsed 4 years ago. Picture their entire organization as one big special forces unit. With Rhodesia a British colony, the Rhodesian SAS had its origins in 22 SAS Sea Squadron. They started out as a group known as the Southern Rhodesia Volunteers, but in '51 they were incorporated into 22 SAS as members of the British Commonwealth and deployed to fight guerrillas in the Malayan Emergency. Even now, 22 SAS keeps the Sea Squadron designation empty in recognition of their service. In a way, you could say the SAS almost makes up the core of Rogue Coyote. Later on, they were bolstered by other talent, including former Cella Scouts and 32 Battalion. These guys are direct descendants of the best special forces in the world. They won't go down without a fight. Don't get careless. Kungenga Mine. A civil war's been going on in that region for the last 20 years. It's being fought by what are now 2 ethnic groups, the Buta and the Mbele. Originally, you could barely tell them apart, but the reason for the current armed conflict goes back to World War I. After the war, their land was colonized by a European power, and it decided to give local control to the Buta. That split the 2 groups into rulers and subjects, laying the foundations for an inevitable civil war. The friction between them remained even after they won independence from Europe. The Buta are holding on to power to this day, and the Mbele rebels continue to fight back. The conflict is funded by locally mined gold, rare metals, diamonds. They've used the money from those to arm themselves, buy oil, and even hire PFs. The Buta administration owns the mining rights to Kungenga Mine. But most of the laborers are Mbele, who they've taken prisoner. The product they've gouged out of their land is bought up by cheap Western corporations. And the civil war is fueled by the profits. That's how it goes. One country's people is split apart by another country. Then the 2 groups tear up their own land for money in order to fight each other. Now this civil war started by a foreign power is the norm, and it's sucking up all the country's resources. PFs are just the same. They follow the money, taking war with them wherever they go. That goes for us too. It's an endless river of bloody retaliation, and we're standing downstream. Should we make a stand and staunch the flow? Or wade in amongst the corpses and make a bigger splash than the rest? We'll follow your lead, boss.